Welcome. You're at Gloria Fine Art at St. Elmo Shopping Center in Midtown, and I'm right across the street from the playground at Lake Bottom. Well, I was born here in Columbus, and my father had an art school. He started the Columbus School of Art in 1946. Grew up going to the art school, hanging out at the art school, going to museums, going to art shows with my daddy. And well, he was a teacher, and he did art restoration. He did portraits, and he painted. So he did a variety of things, and so he taught me to do a variety of things to make a living. And that's what I've done all of these years. I've done portraits. I've painted furniture for Sugar Hill catalog that went out all over the United States, and so that was fun and exciting. And I've restored paintings, antique paintings and frames for people all over, and that's exciting, and it's very rewarding to see a painting that's crumbling come back to life and be something beautiful to hang on the wall again. I enjoy doing my own painting now, and I'm fortunate that I can sell my work. I sell my work here in Columbus. I sell my work in other cities, and it's I'm fortunate, very fortunate. I work in several different mediums. I like to oil paint. I like to use acrylic wash, and I have worked with all mediums in the past, but that's what I work with mostly now is the acrylic wash with my figurative work and some of my landscapes also, and the oil painting. I enjoy plein air painting. That's French for open air. It's painting on location. It's exciting and exhilarating, and I feel like I'm taking a little adventure whenever I go out and paint on location. And it makes life worth living. It's a lot of fun. If I just had to stay in the studio and paint, that's boring. I felt like I was in a box doing that. So it's very exciting. I'll pick a spot. I like long vistas and landscapes usually, and I just kind of paint loosely the gestural of the image, and then I'll build up with different layers of paint, with oil paint, and it's exciting to me. This is how I express my feelings and reason I enjoy painting and why I enjoy my art. And it's very exciting, and I feel like artists need to look at old masters' work, and the ones that they enjoy, they might want to emulate, and if not, do their own thing. I loved seeing Van Gogh's and Monet's work at the Metropolitan in MoMA in New York City, and they were so inspiring to me, and it still influences my work. Those paintings that I saw 50, 55, 20 years ago, the last time I saw them. And it's still inspiring. Every time you see them, it's like seeing an old friend. You see something different, and they speak to you. They're alive. The spirit of the artist is in them, and it relates to the viewer. That's why art is so moving. When I was out painting on the river today, the wind was blowing like crazy, probably about 15 to 20 miles an hour with gusts higher than that. It didn't blow my easel over, but it was quite cold. Well, I started off with just the gestural drawing sketch in kind of a sienna, just putting everything where I wanted it to go. And I usually start up at the sky and then work my way down. And usually I'll put the darks in, kind of mid-tone, and then I'll apply thicker paint to have more contrast. And I usually leave the lighter areas towards the end, like where the rapids are, because that's kind of a focal point. And I usually put that on very thickly with a palette knife, and I'll go back and I'll add more paint in different areas. But yeah, it's fun and exciting, and it doesn't have to be perfect. I used to get caught up whenever I was younger and thinking things had to be just so, and they never turned out the way I envisioned them in my mind, and I'd be so aggravated and so frustrated. So when I finally let go and just enjoyed the process of painting, the work started looking a whole heck of a lot better. So that made a tremendous difference. Nothing is perfect in this life. We're not perfect. Our work's not going to be perfect. So it's enjoy the process of working and painting and drawing and sculpting. Whenever I'm painting, I like to cover the painting all at one time. I use the same paint in several different locations. It's a rhythm. When you paint, it's a rhythm. And if you don't have a rhythm, it shows in the painting. You have to have the rhythm. It's like music. It has to have a song. It has to have a beat to it. And whenever I paint, I usually, have a rhythm in my brush strokes. And it makes for a much better painting than just staying there, one place over and over and over. That's kind of boring. When you're thinking about what to paint, an artist just needs to work. It doesn't matter what one paints. What I try to do is take scenes that you ride by or walk by every day and make them into an interesting or an exciting piece of art. Because we have such a beautiful world out here. And if you're bored and you go out and start painting or start drawing anything, then the act of working or painting gets one inspired. It feeds off of itself, and you become more exciting about it. You open up your eyes and see all of these, wonderful things, and it fills you up. The artist community here has grown tremendously, and there's a lot of creative energy here in Columbus, and seems like everybody's trying to work together instead of separately, and we are all stronger together than we are separately.